Hey guys, welcome back to another video by Reviews Like a Sir. Yes, my mustache isn't as long as normal, get over it. I know it was a lady killer, but you're just gonna have to deal with the fact that it's a little bit shorter due to some freak accidents with some acid and fireworks or some such thing. She didn't know about this. No, so what we're gonna be doing today is talking a little bit about two things. One, the reason that we have not done a review in a hot minute, and two,
it's been like a week and a half. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, well, content coming out is important. And two, we're going to be talking about mesh a little bit. And a little bit of defense for smoke tech. So, first things first, the reason we haven't put anything out in a while is because we were waiting 4 or 5 days for a shipment confirmation from a fairly used company called Element Vape. And they decided after 5 days of us waiting that they were just going to refund it because of some strange, possibly fraudulent, underage ordering type thing going on. We've got no idea what that's about. I confirmed all my information and they still refunded it. So we're currently...
They reordered through me instead of using the reviews account that we have.
Because they might have flagged it for some odd reason. So they haven't flagged her account, so we already ordered through them, and we should get our shipment within the next 2 to 4 days. So there's that. So new content is coming. It's just taking longer than we thought it would. And about mesh. So as y'all know, we've done 2 things over that are basically mesh-centered tanks, and we actually were going to do a video over the mesh coils from SMOK. I can't. Yeah.
It's SMOK.
Anybody
who says smoke, you're a Yankee.
Even though their old company used to be Smoke Tech.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, we're actually going to be doing. We were going to do a video over the mesh coils from SMOK since they have done their reboot of all their coils and changed things up. And I decided just to do this instead. So, mesh is kind of taking over the tank game. Anybody who gets a tank nowadays, usually it comes with a mesh coil, does it not? She dislikes mesh coils, okay?
This is the only mesh coil I'll use, and I don't even like it that much.
This is 2 differing opinions. She doesn't like any of the mesh coils that we've tried so far, but we've tried the Cascade, Baby SE coils, or whatever it is. The mesh coils that come with that. You know my experiences. With those, they burn extremely easy. Hers, they're okay, but they don't last very long.
I've had this coil for a
But you also haven't been vaping on it very often. Like, you use your drop more than you use that.
This is true.
So the first one burnt within what, like 3 days?
It was the first day, and it was because you laid the backpack down and it pushed the button and it just kept firing.
Okay, so that's 2 of them that we don't have that great opinions of. Then there's SMOK's coils. You would never guess how long I've had this coil in there. Month and a half.
Really?
Close to a month and a half. Almost as soon as we got those coils, I put this one in there. I have put 4 different flavors through it, and each one of them, after every switch, has been full-on flavor within about 5 hits. It does have some break-in time, but this is kind of in defense of SMOK. I found this out. I was using it in regular wattage mode, right? Now, keep in mind, she doesn't like this coil. She thought it changed her flavor too much, so she didn't like it very much. But this one is the one that I prefer of the 3. There is some break-in time as compared to the other coils that we have tried. But the thing is that even in normal wattage mode, I was having good mileage with it. Now, there were some people on the Wicks and Coils page that were saying otherwise, that they were saying they're burnt, they're trash, don't use them. And then somebody posted that they are, in fact, NI 200 coils, so you can use them in temp control. These coils were already very, very good for me. They were not burning, but then once I found that out, that just put it over the top for me, for these particular coils. Everybody always complains that because of a couple of products in the past, everything from SMOK is trash now. And they just did a reboot and then introduced mesh coils as well, like all of the other companies. And I think that, to be perfectly honest, these coils are better than almost any other brand of mesh coils I have tried. Now, I've not tried the Mesh Pro tank, which is the same company that put out this original mesh tank. I have not tried those yet, but I am willing to bet that the mileage on these SMOK coils are going to be just as good, if not longer, than the Mesh Pro tank. I will put money on it. And I know a lot of people are going to argue and they're going to hate because I am supporting SMOK products, but I'm sorry guys, from our experiences, SMOK products are not as shit as everyone says.
I love my SMOK stuff. Like, this is the first full setup since even then I had something SMOK in my first setup. This is my first full setup that I've ever had.
That has not at least had something SMOK in it.
No, that's not true, because I had the Wismec and my tank on there.
You're right,
my blue tank. But, like, aside from that, this is my first full setup that is not SMOK. And yes, it is dirty.
But that just shows you how much she uses it. So,
like, you can see Tesla from all the way over here, guys.
So all in all, this video is kind of not defending SMOK because they have put out some defective products, but it is kind of a PSA to say if you were looking for a decent to good mesh experience on a tank, that SMOK's mesh coils have actually outperformed all of the other mesh coils that we have had so far, at least in my opinion. She doesn't like mesh coils at all, so it's a little bit different for her. The SMOK ones were the first ones she's tried, and I'm pretty sure if she went back to it, she'd think it wasn't as bad as that one in there, because I think they're better than the ones in the mesh tank that she's got now. And if you're looking to pick up new coils and get into mesh, I do highly recommend the SMOK coils. You can use them in temp control mode, so if you're worried about them burning, they won't burn. And even if you don't, if you're careful in wattage mode and don't run the wattage too high, my mileage has been a month and a half now, and I hadn't used that in about a week. Put it back on here, tried it in temp control mode, and it was still putting out good flavor. So, with that being said, there's a little channel update for why we're taking a little bit to put out some new product reviews.
But like we said, here in 2 to 4 days, we will have a new video out.
And some things to look for. No, you know what? We're going to do an unboxing, a mail unboxing video, so y'all can wait to see what's coming out on the channel when that comes out. So, we'll see you guys next time on Reviews Like a Sir. Peace.